In addition to this tournament, Gamebridge sponsors the Indy 500 and invests in educational and sports initiatives from coast to coast.
When we activate our partnerships on behalf of Gamebridge, we like to involve the community, we like to involve kids in the community as well. We truly embrace the idea that youth, sports, and education combined have the power to transform lives. The exposure to sports, the access to sports, and the mentorship that comes with sports give kids an opportunity that they wouldn't otherwise have. Again, it comes down to that word exposure.
Yeah.
If you can expose people, whether male, female, young or old, to something new, that's what really impacts us and drives our brand.
But my mind is where every challenge I've ever faced has been won or lost.
Healthcare provider Kaiser Permanente has used one of basketball's biggest stars as a spokesman for one of the biggest health issues in our country, mental wellness.
Mental wellness is something that's been a passion point for ours for years. We have too much stigma still around mental wellness, right? We know that people in this country who need help are afraid to speak up and get help. And so we sought out to do a stigma reduction campaign. And we really wanted to use the platform of the NBA, of the Warriors, to help elevate that campaign. So Steph Curry was a big part of that. And we sought out to humanize them, right? We are all dealing with mental health issues at some level. Stress in our lives, we're too busy, have too many demands on us. And with the Steph Curry campaign, we were able to do that, show that, yes, he's on a larger stage, yes, he's a superstar, but also, yes, he feels the pressure of life. It humanizes him and allows other people to see that these are real issues that we all deal with.
Mastercard has some extremely visual campaigns across the sport landscape, including Stand Up to Cancer at the MLB All-Star Game and World Series.
Well, it's a great partnership that started with Major League Baseball, and good for them. They were the ones that were the first ones to step up and understand the power of what this could be. What's amazing about the Stand Up to Cancer, everyone looks at it from a celebrity point of view and all the kind of that star power that's been brought to it, but the notion of it is breaking down barriers and getting the medical community to stop looking at things the old way and competing. And the only way you get money from Stand Up to Cancer is you have to share and cooperate. It's really just tackling that culture of getting that medical community thinking differently. And it's been great to see.
Anheuser-Busch has long used its tie to the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, to develop a campaign that transcends and even sometimes overshadows what happens on the field.
We're starting to use our vehicles. If you look like what we did with Super Bowl last year, Budweiser ran literally a renewable energy spot about wind energy. So the goal for us is that we use these vehicles to drive that message because we're serious about it. And the broadest awareness messages we can get are still in our sports and broadcast partnerships.
Sports is still one of the number one, if not the number one way to influence culture. I mean, it's people still around the world for the most part have an opportunity to spend whatever time or money they have on things they love. And they love sports, it gets people together. We all know thousands of stories of how it breaks down so many different barriers. So you have then an opportunity to deliver a message through that.